In a display of anger today, North Korea blew up two parts of two major roads that once linked the Hermit Kingdom to South Korea. Now, this was symbolic more than anything, given those routes have not been used in years. But this is all coming at a really important moment. And in the wake of escalating rhetoric between those two nations, as North Korea's dictator, Kim Jong-un, is threatening to use nuclear weapons to destroy South Korea, after South Korea's President Yoon warned that the North will face the end of its regime if it tries to do so. My source tonight is the Washington Post columnist Josh Rogin. And Josh, this is really interesting because North Korea has spent months trying to fortify its already heavily armed border. Obviously, there are about 30,000, 28,000 U.S. troops are stationed in South Korea. I just wonder what you read into this move by North Korea on top of everything that we've been seeing lately.
Well, Kaitlan, it's pretty stunning. Kim Jong-un has completely changed North Korea's 80-year-long strategy of reunification. His father, his grandfather all said the goal of North Korea was to reunify with the South under their command, by their telling. And now that's no longer the case. And by blowing up the roads, he's literally blowing up the connections, the last remaining connections he has with the South. This means that North Korea is no longer trying to unify with the South. They're looking towards other actors for their future. They're looking towards Russia. They're looking towards China. They're looking towards Iran. They're not looking towards Seoul anymore, and they're definitely not looking towards the United States.
Well, you mentioned Russia. I mean, President Zelensky of Ukraine said that North Korea is sending North Koreans to fight with Ukrainians to help Russia's military in Ukraine.
It's pretty shocking. If true, we know that North Korea has been supplying Russia with tens of thousands of train cars worth of munitions, ballistic missiles. We know that North Korean officers have been killed on the Ukrainian battlefield. We know that they've sent engineers. And now what President Zelensky is saying is that thousands of North Korean troops are training in Russia to be deployed on the Ukrainian battlefield, which, if true, would mean that thousands of new troops for Putin's war against Ukraine will be sent in at the worst possible time for Ukraine in the winter, when they're facing energy shortages, when they're facing manpower shortages, and they're facing a basic lack of enthusiasm from the West in helping them struggle against Putin's aggression. We have to wait and see if they actually show up. But if thousands of North Korean troops show up on the battlefield in Ukraine, that's really bad news for Ukraine and really a call to action, I think, for the West.
And what have you heard from U.S. officials about how they're viewing this? What North Korea is getting out of this, and just their assessment right now.
Right. The assessment is that North Korea and Russia, let's say Putin and Kim Jong-un, two psychopathic mass murderers who always had sort of a transactional relationship because they're both psychopathic mass murderers who kind of liked each other, are now elevating that relationship into a strategic one. They have basically what's essentially a mutual defense pact. And this has implications not just for Ukraine, but all over the world. The transfer of high technology from Russia to North Korea, the transfer of munitions from North Korea to Russia. Both countries are ramping up production for what they think will be a long struggle militarily against the West, in conjunction with Iran and China, by the way. The axis of chaos is mobilizing for a long struggle against us. And we're not mobilizing for the long struggle against them. So that assessment is a pretty bleak one, at least at this stage.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of amazing that if North Korea is sending forces to Ukraine, that you're not just hearing European leaders, scream from the rooftops about this. It's remarkable reporting. Josh Rogin, thank you for helping us break it all down.
Anytime.